Welcome to Lost in the Lakes, and today's my first anniversary of wild camping. So we're going to go up Latrigg. So Latrigg was my first ever wild camp, and it was on this little peninsula sort of halfway down. So I'm going to go back there and see if I can find the exact pitch just to celebrate my anniversary. Now things are a bit different a year later. I've got lots of different bits of kit. I don't think I've got one thing that I took that night that I've got tonight. What I'll do is I'll pull it all out and see if I can find something that I've used all the way through. Maybe have, maybe haven't, I can't remember. I'll have to have a look. I've got one thing new tonight to show you. I'll get it out. Hopefully it make me nights a bit more comfortable. So if anyone noticed last week, I had a bit of a problem with the video. I'd shot everything in slow motion for the first day, which meant I had to try and figure out how slow it shoots. Thankfully, this camera actually does record the audio as well. So I kind of slowed down the clip and then pieced it all together. What it did mean is I didn't have my horizon leveling thing that I can use, if anyone can see that. So sorry about the audio not quite matching up and the shaky camera. Lessons learned. I now know how to piece a video together if I do shoot it in slow motion. But it's now, we're all back to normal, and I know what to look for if it's in slow motion as well. So Latrigg is a tiny little fell. It's got some great views looking over Keswick and the sort of surrounding areas, Borrowdale and everything. We're going back here just for a little bit of a walk. There is an easier path further down there that takes you to the summit, but I'm going to go this way and round. I also want to see if there's I've camped up here a few times now, so there's a camping spot on the back end there. There's one near right to the top there. It's on a bit of a slope. There's the one I first went to, but I'm pretty sure on this expanse here, there should be another one. Now we've got some time to sort of play around a bit. I'm gonna have a look around. Nights are getting a little bit later on now, so don't have to set off as early as I have been. We can start to feel the wind now, and apparently in the morning it's going to be really bad. So hopefully we get through the night all right, and then in the morning we can just pack up and go. So I'll set my apologies now if the morning video isn't quite as full of content as this video, purely because look at that view there. Wow, it's nice to get something. Been quite a few camps now that I've had no views, claggy, low clouds, but I can actually see a bit. Blue skies, sunset, there we go. We've got everything. Stunning. It does look like there's a potential camp over there, just dropping down there. I'm walking a bit off-piste here, so I'm going to walk down to this point here and just see if there's anything. Yeah, there is something here we could be had, but I think this is where most of the sheep hang out, so I don't really want to disturb them anyway. So I'm going to go back up to the top now and then drop down to where my camp is. You can just see the sun going down there now. Right, I think that's all we're going to get now for the sun setting and any views. Once we get over here, I think it's going to start getting darker, but just enough to get my tent up. So if anyone wants to look back at my first wild camp, I'll put a link up there somewhere, wherever it goes. I think it's that side. Is it? Hang on. Yeah, I think it's that side. Yeah, so the gear I had was pretty much all new, apart from a sleeping bag that I had from 2004. So a 20-year-old sleeping bag. And probably a bit older, to be honest. I had a sleeping mat that had an R rating of 1 point something. And it was the sleeping bag that saved me, I think. Look how close these get. Yeah, it was the sleeping bag that got me through the night. The tent I had was an Alpkit Soloist XL. Again, it was a great tent, just not for me. It was like a really sort of narrow tunnel tent, pitched semi-geodesic thing, really lightweight, but it was a bit tight as well. You know, like when you're sat in it, the tent was really close. If you look at my videos, you can see not much of a vestibule. It was at the front, so if you're lying down and you had to sort of sit up and pull yourself forward onto your knees to do anything in the vestibule. I've now got a liking to having a side door, and with that, you know, you can sort of lean to the side. These sheep are really, look how close he is. Really not bothered about people. Yeah, so the Soloist, the sleeping mat again was just a summer one, and I even used that on my Barrow wild camp. And again, it was the sleeping bag that saved me. This what was it now? North Face Blue Kazoo, a comfort rating of like -12 or something like that. Really heavy though, but it was a good one. I've still got it. I'm looking at creating a video sooner or later with some old kit that I've got. And again, as you can see on the video, I was literally rushing, recording on my phone. Came up on my bike. The idea, I don't know if anyone knows, the idea of this channel was, if you look back at the really old footage, you can see a title, Pedal the Lakes. Well, that's what the channel used to be called, and it was going to be adventures on bikes. But with the wind and the weather and everything, biking wasn't appealing, so it turned into a lot of walking in the lakes. So I've changed it to Lost in the Lakes now, and it's going to stay that way. It covers everything. You're just looking down on Waller Crag there, looking very dark down there at the minute. There's quite a few cars got the lights on, and there's some recent flooding. Just yesterday there was quite a lot of rain, so we'll be able to see the lake and see if it's actually a lot more full than it usually is. See if we can see any difference. Right, just coming onto the sort of second summit of the second viewpoint of Latrigg. A lot of people go up over the top there. Some people stand up on here, and the reason why is you get to see Keswick in all its glory, and Borrowdale Valley looking left into St John's in a Vale, Clough Head, Rays, Helvellyn, and Glencathra over in the background there, and then you've got Skidder, looking quite good actually, looking quite dramatic. To the left of it, Dodwood. Let's just see if we can lighten this up a bit. And then looking down Bassenthwaite Valley, can't really see any sort of flooding, but you can feel the wind now. And there's the bench that everyone sits on the top of Latrig. Right, wind's picking up again. So again, this is going to be even worse in the day tomorrow, but the morning it's going to be a bit windy, so hopefully we should be all right with this. I'm just going to drop down a lot lower as well, so we'll be out of the wind slightly. And there's the famous seat atop a Latrig. Memory of Ronald Morley Lupton. Died 1996 at the age of 95. Right, we're just dropping down. Wind's quite strong up there already. So hopefully we'll be all right. I want to try and get this one because it's my 1 year anniversary. And I've got the Hilleberg as well. So hopefully I'll be fine. I'll be fine. You know, I think there's a little place around here that you can actually hide out of the wind. I might even drop to the back of it just to get the night out. Don't think I'll pitch in the trouble is the soloist, the Alp Kit soloist I had, really small footprint, you know, the size of pretty much the inner part of this tent. So you could get it, you could pitch it on some really sort of narrow bits, which was what appealed to me at first. You know, I thought that would be great, but it turns out livability's more for me. I like my creature comforts. That's why I don't really do this sort of bivvy bag thing. I like to sort of chill out and have my own space. Potentially summertime, when I know it's going to be a nice day, maybe try a bivvy and see what it's like. You do feel a bit more exposed in a bivvy, but funny, last time I was here looking at camping places, I could only see one place. Now when I'm looking at it with a bit more experience, I can see quite a few more, which is quite funny actually, because yeah, experience, I don't know. This is where I camped, I think. Just drop down a bit further maybe. Yeah, I think I camped on that little bit down there. Right, let's drop down to there and see what it's like. I mean, there's a bit here that's campable. Maybe not. I maybe didn't camp down on that section there. I'm going to go down and have a little look and just see what it's like. Also camped in the dark as well. First time ever out camping. I'd pitched a tent. I tell a lie. I'd slept a night in the garden, just to get everything, just get used to everything. So it wasn't really my first time out in the tent. You know, it was the week before I'd had a night in the garden. I think it was here, you know. I think it was on this little section here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where it was. So exposed. I'm gonna have a little look back up here and have a decide of what to do. Yeah, if I remember rightly, I've got a picture of me with my boots looking out this way. It's on a bloody damn slope. Why did I sleep there? Right, I'll go back up here and have a look. Maybe it was because it was dark. I think maybe it was because I was out of the way of the footpath, because it is quite a busy fell, even in February on a night. It can be quite a busy fell. I quite like this side here because see, the soloist would go on that little bit there. Maybe I should have kept that tent, tried it out. Now I've got a bit more tenting experience. See, this section here is really out of the wind and you're not getting much different views. Let's just go over here. It's a little plateau here. I think this might be a better pitch just here. I'm going to drop my bag. I'm a bit undecided. I know I'm not going to bother anyone if I camp anywhere down here really. I just like that little bit there. It's like a little peninsula. And there doesn't seem to be anything really flat on this section here. There's a bit here, but again, I think it's quite exposed, whereas here, so with the wind going in that direction, I can pitch my door facing out that way. And this is the difference with the soloist. I had to pitch my door facing kind of into the mountain there, which was still nice, you know, but at least with the Hilleberg, I can pitch sideways into the wind and still be looking down there. Now, if it had been summer, you'd get a nice sunset, but the sunset's pretty much over there in winter time, and then summer, it kind of moves around a bit more over that way. Starting to get a little bit darker now as well. I'm going to wait. I'm going to maybe put another jacket on actually. Right, I took my own advice of going down lower than where you're pitching and looking up at it, and you can get a better idea of what the angle's like. And yeah, that thing's lumpy and on a slope, so why I've chose that, I don't know. Anyway, wrapped up a bit more now. Got the Cerium on today and loving it. Nice and warm jacket this. Gonna have another look over this side here, just because, hey, we've got a plane coming in. Just see the light on this plane. Really bright. It's quite low, hang on. This spot here looks like a brilliant little place, but you get the wind. As soon as you come off the edge a bit, it's a little bit better. Wind's on and off really. I think it's just gradually going to get stronger overnight. Yeah, again, looking down where I've put my bag, looks like a perfect pitch. Looks really level. Even stood here, it looks level. And then if I come down here a bit, it's all off camber. I'm undecided. I'm really undecided because, again, looking down lower, there's another pitch even further down here. What's this one like? Nah. Right, gonna go back up here. A lot of indecisions here. It's because I know what the wind's going to be like, and I've already had a scare with one tent. I think I pitched right on this edge here. I'm pretty sure I did. See all the grass flat here? It's where sheep have been sleeping. Really, really undecided where the hell to pitch my tent. This looks perfect here. I go across the way, but then it slopes down. All these questions that go through your head. Right, I'm going to go back up there just to have another look, and it's starting to get dark now. People are starting to head off the hill. It's going to pick up about 12 o'clock tonight, but it's not going to really pick up until sort of late on, well, in the morning basically. I'm going to pitch it on here. I'm going to go here and just kind of go crossways. Yeah, I think here we're just ever so slightly hidden away from the prevailing wind. Saying that, looking at the clouds, so the wind's coming in like that. Yeah, I think we're going to go here.
103 out. Yeah, they got him a white baseball cap on. Not at the time, but they said they both say mid-20s, kind of light one here, light brown here. We had him on deck. Looks like
got Expedition Foods for tea tonight again. This time I've got sweet and sour chicken and rice. I'm really testing my taste buds with this one. So my normal standards are curry and chili con carne, because you can't really go wrong with them. But sweet and sour chicken with rice, this one should have a bit of a taste to it really. Am I more sensitive to that kind of thing? Yeah, probably. The spices, so usually fine with cheaper food. You hide them with the spices. So the chili con carne is a good one because it's just meat, rice and spice. So I think this is quite out there. Right, so we've got the MSR wind burner going inside the tent, so it's not really burning wind, but it's actually cooking really good. I still need to get that thing sorted with that bottom cup thing, but anyway, this thing just needs what's it say, 250 millilitres of water. Just having a look inside here. Can you see in there? Well, we've got some quite chunky pieces in there. I reckon they're the pineapples or whatever they are, but right, I've got the water in there. You can see the steam off that. Let's give it a bit of a mix. Smells a little bit like chili con carne. Right, so let's just get this tasted just a little bit. It's quite sweet. I wouldn't say it's sweet and sour. We'll let that sit for 5 minutes and come back and see what it's like. Sweet and sour chicken is ready. Smelling quite nice now, actually. It's a bit slushy. Right, sweet and sour chicken. I mean, tastes quite nice. This one's a bit on the slushy side. I was expecting a bit more sort of chewy chicken. It's got a bit of pineapple there. Yeah, pretty good. So I think if Real Terma do one of these, I'm going to try one next week. Right, I'm going to finish this off and catch you in a bit. So, because it's my 1 year anniversary, I'm going back to the old ways. We've got a Mogu Mogu. This one is mango. Mogu Mogu. And it's got the nada de coco. Gotta chew. So it's like these apple bits. Let's try the mango. Doesn't seem to be as sugary as it used to be. Maybe it's because I've had that sweet and sour chicken, but still nice. Mogu Mogu. Nice on a camp. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, I've just been outside and it's still clear outside and still not windy yet. Anyway, I was on about a new thing that I've got. And it's this. Look at the size of this. It's my new pillow. This is, I had the Nemo Philo Elite. This one is the Nemo Philo Long, I think it is. Philo Wide. There we go. It's got some string on the back, which I still haven't figured out what's for yet. And yeah, look at the size of this. Look at the size of that. But it goes down to, I'm trying to, packs into that, which is nothing really. It's quite small. Right, anyway, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to test my new pillow and let you guys know what it's like in the morning. Anyway, good night. See you later. Good morning. Right, didn't sleep much last night. This wind, as you can hear, there we go. It's on and off all night, but when it was on,
it was on. I don't know, it's supposed to be forecasted gusts of 35, 40. I think we're up in the 50s. Was going to do a review on my new pillow. This is my old pillow. I say old, it's not that old anyway. It's basically its big brother. This is the Nemo Philo. I was going to do a review on it here up in the tent, but I think I'll do it down back at home when I've had a good night's sleep, and I can properly show you without this thing rattling. But I also wanted to get a night's sleep on it so I can tell the difference. I'm going to get packed up and we'll get this tent down. We'll have a little look outside first. Look at them colours, eh? So, albeit windy and horrible, it is still nice. This is what it was like all night. I'm so glad I put so many pegs out. Now I'm gonna brave going outside in this wind. We're all packed up now, all ready to go. And we're gonna get this tent in this bag. Let's see how that goes in this wind, eh? Oh. Right. So as you can see, tent's all pegged out, double pegged on the windward side. This is the wind that's pushing it. At the moment, this is a light gust. These are really tight today. Got these really good. Double pegged here. Where we go? Double pegged on this one. The same on this one and the same on that one. I think, yeah, I got it right. As you can see, the tent's still pulling a little bit this way because I tensioned these a bit before I tensioned the back ones. So the tent's a bit out of shape, but that's because of me pulling it out of shape. Right, I'm going to get my bag out and everything and get this tent down. Got me through the night. Right, that's my tent all packed up and ready to go. I'm going to put it in my bag now. Let's get the tent in. In fact, let's get these poles down first. Poles one side, pegs the other. That's it packed. Cinched up, a little bit lighter. Now we've got the water out. There we go. Done and gone. That's where I camped exactly a year ago today, and this is where I camped today, so close enough. Just the tent was too big, different shape to actually camp there, but that's where we were. And again, leave no trace. There was no trace from where I was last year. There'll be no trace where I was here Bit of a windy condition though. I think I would have had a bit of a shock if I had this weather a year ago in that tent. Right, I'm going to head off up here now and over the top there. This is the wind we've been dealing with all night. Probably talking 50, gusting at 60 maybe. Hilleberg made it through. It's just I couldn't sleep a wink. You can really feel the wind biting now. I haven't got gloves on, so yeah, it's nice and cold. It's that wind that takes your breath away as well. So there's quite a few people up already. And yeah, it's still got nice views anyway. Right, I'm going to go up and over the back here and get out of this wind. We're just off the edge there, out of the wind. Just following this, it's like a lesser known path going down. There's kind of two main paths going up that trig. There's one that most people call Spoony Green Lane, goes up from Keswick. And then there's another one that goes from the car park over there. And again, that one from the car park, they say you can do it in a wheelchair. I would hesitate to say a powered wheelchair or someone who's very enthusiastic. The first hill you come to is probably the steepest, but if you can get up there, you can pretty much get there. And some decent breaks going back, or someone helping you. So I'm parked at the car park. Just it's a nice, easy, short one. Wasn't sure what it's going to be like for the wind. The forecast. Today we've got a yellow warning for wind. And like I say, I really wanted to pitch there for my first year anniversary. On that note, I'd just like to say, I probably never do say it, thanks everyone who subscribes to me. It means something to people that, you know, that do videos like this. It just shows I've got 600 people who are kind of interested in what I do. On the grand scheme of it, it's not many for YouTube, but you know, if you put that 600 people in a room together to watch a video, you know, the other week I had 1,000 views on one of my wild camps. If you stick 1,000 people in that room, granted, if it's reality, first 5 minutes, about 90% of them will probably walk out. But then you've still got 100 people. So, yeah. But anyway, thank you, whoever you are, subscribing to my channel. It's been a good year, actually. Wild camping. I think it counted 42 wild camps. So that's 10 weeks of the year I missed, which is pretty good in my eyes. So hopefully this year is going to be a good one. I want to hit that sort of 1,000 milestone. I think things are going in the right direction. Things are still going up. All view counts and everything do go up and down, but the general trajectory of it all is going up. So it kind of spurs you on. It makes you feel good about doing the videos. Look at all these sheep lying down. You know what I was saying last week about sheep kind of know the weather. And they're all sat down, every one of them. I wonder if they know what's coming in. I feel a little bit of rain. It's the first bit of rain as well ever to hit tonight. But yeah, they're all sat down on the sheltered side of the fell. So we know what's coming. In fact, I can just feel the rain now starting. Well, time to wrap things up. Again, been a great camp. I haven't slept much at all. It's probably one of the worst night's sleeps I've had, but I was determined to get through it. Confident in the tent. It was just the noise, the rattling of the tent, and where I was. It was an exposed place, but I wanted to be there. I wanted to, you know, do my 1 year anniversary. Yeah, so made it through. In fact, I did sleep maybe 2 or 3 hours. I suppose for some people that's a good thing. But yeah, I got through. This has been Lost in the Lakes, and we'll see you in the next year.